Seeing things for what they are, having integrity over delusion. Hi, YouTube. This is Kristen Moonrise. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about the upcoming new moon in Pisces on Thursday, February 27th. I'm a mindset coach and an astrologer for visionary women who are ready to make that leap into self employment. So if you feel like this is the right time to pivot professionally, but you don't know where to start, you may need help understanding your clientele, your ideal clientele, definitely visit my website linked below in the description box. So I kept going back and forth on this topic. I had a really long script, but I just scrapped everything. But I settled on the topic of leadership in this case. And I know that you're probably thinking this is a Pisces moon. Leadership is more of an Aries thing. What are you doing? And I totally understand and you're right, but just hear me out for a second. So let's take a quick look at the chart. This is a new moon in Pisces, Thursday, February 27th, 6:44 p.m. Central Standard Time, Houston, Texas. The sun and moon are conjunct in Pisces in the seventh house of partnership, and the other at 9 degrees and 40 minutes of Pisces. So Pisces is imaginative, romantic, impressionable, mystical, and emotional. And at its worst, Pisces is easily confused. And as you see, we have a lot in the Pisces sign. We've also got Neptune, which is our visionary planet, Mercury, our communication planet, and Saturn, our structural planet, also in Pisces. So I'll say it again. Pisces is, so we've got this imaginative, romantic, impressionable, mystical, and emotional, yet easily confused energy around our visionary, communicative, and structural planets, and in the house of how we see and relate to others. And so I can't help but think of our country's current leaders or loudmouths who I have much to say about, but not in this video. And we look at how they treat business dealings, how they treat operations, and how they treat stakeholders. And by stakeholders, I mean clients, employees, and overall community. But in this age of Aquarius, we do look to more innovative leaders who are carving out new paths and who are giving us the permission to see life beyond our current limitations. But we don't always do our due diligence of ensuring if said leader has our best interest at heart, in mind, or if they are operating out of their own self interest. We don't do our due diligence in ensuring that who we look up to solve our problems aren't in fact the ones who are manufacturing the problem, only to then give us the solution, so we'll go ahead and follow them. So let's not get delusional about the role of the masculine when it comes to visionaries and establishing proper and effective communication and structure. I want to look at something I learned from a woman named Candace Onita when I was looking into learning more about masculinity, femininity, and overall polarity some years ago. She breaks polarity up into false and true versions of the masculine and feminine. I'll leave it all up here, but because we're talking about male leadership, I'll highlight the false and true masculine in this case. We say true because the higher mode represents the truest expression of that pole in its highest form of integrity. This could also be called the divine feminine and masculine. And false levels are due to the fact that the lower mode comes with a certain false note or lack of integrity. So, for the false descriptors, for the false masculine, we see violence, aggression, bullying, domination, demanding, suppression, unfeeling, cold, and attack. And this is when the situation does not warrant any of these responses. That's it's false when we start to see it and it's not warranted. And as far as the true descriptors for the masculine, we've got forward moving, direction, action, brightness, focus, results orientation, witness, trustworthy, discernment, predictable, penetration, building, solidity, protection, structure, and fire. So these are all great things, and in many ways we see that in our current leadership. But we have to make sure that what is being built is for the people and what the people need versus a self-interest out of that particular leader. So, keeping up with this Pisces delusion, house of relationships, and the other energy, I came across this tweet by this person named Deva Hazarika. And it really just shows how any and everybody, both sides, people on every side, can get caught up in delusion of some kind. So I'll just go ahead and read his tweet out loud. It says, a lot of libs or liberals like to own Elon for being a dumbass rather than grasp he's often lying on purpose to very effectively control narratives. And many conservatives like to think Elon has uncovered valuable secrets rather than admit he's just straight up lying to achieve his goals. So let's not be delusional about what leadership is. We must see things as they are, what's right there in front of us. So we must have integrity over illusion or delusion. We have come to reject the true masculine because it shows up with an open heart, and we consider that as weak. But while we then also start to turn to the false masculine and see it as ideal because it plays to our fears and we see that it's moving forward. And as leaders in our own right, as self employed business owners, we must ask ourselves, in which category are we going to choose to represent? Are we entrepreneurs solely for ourselves and how it can benefit us? Or are we also serving and supporting our communities in the way that it needs to be served and supported? Does our community really need our solutions, or are we forcing ourselves onto them? So, if you are a visionary leader of a woman who is ready to take that leap into entrepreneurship but need help refining your niche and your clientele, please visit my website for a consultation. I hope that you enjoyed this video on the upcoming new moon in Pisces on Thursday, February 27th. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.